Hello everybody, and for this episode of Time Handled with Prime Daniels, this will be a PSA version. First off, I want to thank everybody who's been watching and supporting it. We really appreciate it. Y'all been helping out with the views, and that's major. I would greatly appreciate if before you commented on the show that you watched the show in its entirety. Now, I know you may see a lot of snippets. Friends of mine who may be showing love and support put up snippets, but some of y'all will see the snippet and generate an entire idea about what it is I'm saying, totally misinterpreting my words and what I'm saying. Now, if you jack my words up after you watch the video fully, then that's on you. But again, please watch the entire video before you form an idea about what I'm saying. And for some of you all, I think you kind of want me to be wrong so bad and you to feel, I guess, like you're right so bad that you're actually willing to take my words and turn them into something that I didn't say, which is unfair for me from the position that I'm in. So with that being said, let's talk about why I'm doing this show. My point of doing this show was to talk about hot topics, current event, overall socialism, whatever may be going on in the world from a heterosexual male's perspective, a young heterosexual male's perspective, ages 18 to 45 years of age. We don't have that voice. There's no man, and I think the men can vouch for this, who we feel like are representing us to a full degree, okay? Some of the brothers I kicked it with, when they watch this show, they hit me back, be like, bro, I'm glad you said that. You're doing it for us. This is how I feel, and I appreciate y'all for that, and I'm going to continue to do it. So, with that being said, let's be clear. The statements that I'm saying are for, when I generalize things, it's for a wide variation of. Does it apply to every single individual in every single case? Of course not. And I don't think any statistic or stat does that. So for some of y'all who try to jump in and be like, oh, well, that's not true because I know one friend who did. Yeah, you might find an example here and there, but I'd say 80 to 85% of the time, what I'm saying, that's the way it goes. Okay. As far as statistics and facts go, we're going to talk about where I get all that from in a minute. So the first topic that I covered, as most of you know, was on celibacy. In that video, I did not mention nothing about whether you should or should not be celibate. I don't care if you are celibate or if you're not celibate. Okay. I simply stated a male's perspective on celibacy when dealing with a woman. I did make the statement about, if you're a man who walks the same walk as that celibate woman, which is probably all the way by the book Christian, you're probably going to agree with it and wouldn't mind it. But for most men, they're against that stance on celibacy. And I still stand by that. And a lot of y'all got mad at that. It's weird. So for the ones who ask, so where does he get his stats from? Well, how does he come up with this? Like, first of all, I get it from people like yourself. You know it sounds accurate. That's why you're so offended by it. But I'll do you one better. Ask any married couple if they waited until marriage to have sex. Go ahead, ask them. If you know married couples, which I'm sure a lot of you do, a lot of y'all got brothers and sisters or whoever that's married, go and ask them, did they wait until marriage before they were sexually active? I'll do you one better than that. Go ask just a relationship couple who's been together for a long duration of time, half a year to 7 months or longer. If they're in an isolated relationship, if they are not having sex. Now wait. I'll do you one better than that. Go ask your single brother, your single homeboy, your single cousin, whatever, if he's willing to be with a woman who's celibate. Okay, and I'm talking really like not cheat on her, only be with her. Focus with her, devoting his time, energy, effort, resources, and him not get any sexual activity. Ask him. And for you celibate women, and this is still tying into where I get my facts from. For you women that are claiming celibacy, where's your man? Where's your boyfriend? Where's a guy that's kicking it with you on a day-to-day basis and only you? And don't hit me with like if you live in St. Pete, I got a friend I'm talking to, he in Gainesville, he in Miami. That don't count. He hours away and he having sex with somebody else. Okay, let's be real, people. That's what he's doing. So he can talk to you still because it's just something to do. You probably got other attributes he likes, but he's not isolated to you. So again, back to what I said in the video. A man is not about to be with you if you're talking celibacy, not isolated to only you. And here's another interesting thing about the whole this whole celibacy topic that so many of y'all got in your feelings about. A lot of the women that are arguing with me about it are non-celibate. You're having sex. This means you have the same view that I have and you're arguing with me. I had one sister on the thread argue me for about 4 hours about something just to say, oh, well, not me. I mean, I'm still working on myself. Oh, what are you talking about? What are you like? This is what makes me feel like some of y'all just like to argue. It's probably why some of y'all single. What are you doing? And also, too, to tie into that, don't hit me with the, oh, yeah, well, I do have a friend. We cool. We like brother and sister. You know, he hang around me all the time. Well, obviously, that's different. You guys are like siblings. So it's not like a sexual thing that matters anyway. And that sounds like it needs to go without being said. But you'll be surprised some of the comments and things that people have been saying to me from people who I thought were smart. And please stop asking myself and the OTE staff members or whoever you see posting the link, did we make this video just for you? It's ridiculous. We made this video so it can reach hundreds, thousands, and hopefully one day millions of people getting out these social topics. You know, no one's chasing you. And I think that's symbolic to a lot of you all's insecurities, that you think that we will sit down and make a video that we send into a whole bunch of people just about you. I don't even know a lot of y'all. So one of the main questions I got was from a lot of women, and y'all thought y'all just hit the best point in the world, which is why you could discredit what I was saying. Y'all thought y'all had a good one with this. That's where you're wrong. See, money and sex don't correlate. When I said, imagine if if you're celibate, imagine if a man told you, I'm not going to tell you, how I make money. I'm saving for marriage. I'll tell you how the two correlate. And for the ones who don't know how this correlate, you're probably single. But the way they correlate is because for a man, one of the most significant things for him is physical. Okay. He's not into physical just because he wants to stare at it until marriage. He's into physical because at some point, maybe not instantly, and women, in my opinion, you shouldn't give it up instantly, but he wants to do something with you physically as far as sex, okay? With women, one of the more important things for you is financial stability. For some of you women, mainly all of you women, when you first meet a guy, one of the first 2-3 questions is, oh, okay, nice to meet you. So what do you do? That you ask that off the rip. So imagine again, to my point, which I'm still sticking to, if a guy told you, hey, no, I don't give that away. I mean, I'm holding off on that. That's the correlation. One's important to you that you feel you should have some access to, and vice versa. One's important to him that he feels he should have some access to. And for some of y'all who, after you say, well, it don't matter to me. Maybe God gonna wait to give me the one and I don't care if I'm single. Miss me with that jazz. It does matter to you. Okay, you don't want to be falling asleep to these scripted VH1 shows for the rest of your life, that being your form of consolement. You want a man up under you. You don't want to be watching Shonda Rhimes as that being your fix for the night. You don't want that. And for a lot of y'all who talking that, you need to get it together because that biological clock is going. And as far as the whole God reference, please stop using the Heavenly Father's name when pertaining to this, talking about your walk with God. Okay, because a lot of y'all are disgracing his name in many other ways. Just because you're not having sex don't mean that, since y'all want to talk to God stuff. Okay, do you say foul language? Do you listen to rap music that has foul language? Do you repeat these words? Are you in O-Town? Turn it up for your dog, flirty, dirty, 30 birthday party, taking Patron shots. Okay, these are ways that people would argue probably aren't ways of Christianity or God-fearing, and I'm not going to go there. I'm just taking it there because y'all go there. A true student of God knows that it's only God who's supposed to judge. Stop trying to jump and discredit my video, making it seem as if I'm anti-God. It's weird. Also, too, and I won't tie too deep into this, but I know all about God-fearing movements. Myself and my partner, Sean Morrison, along with the rest of the OTE organization, we keep kids out the street. We have basketball events. We coach basketball and other sports athletic department teams, keeping them away from that so they can know what it's like to do the right thing. We just put together a camp where we brought in college athletes, pro athletes, collegiate coaches, and college professors to speak with them about socialism and about how to go around things, dealing with things in life. So that's God's work. We do it. Okay, we don't just use his name when our back is against the wall on what's supposed to be a fun social topic. A lot of y'all talking that God stuff, and just because you show up to church, you think you're that, and your hair still smelling like black and mild smoke from the club you was just in 6-7 hours before. What's that about? That's a sin hole, according to the pastor you're probably, fellowshipping with. And as far as people saying, oh, I don't like the way he talks about women, his views on women. What's one thing I said negative about a woman? If you watch the video, everything I said was about a man. Nothing was even about a woman in it. I'm saying how men react to women. And don't miss me with that. Well, you were implying I can imply whatever I want. I didn't say it. I'm telling you the way men react to it. And in regards to women, I came from a woman. I got 2 sisters. I know what it's like. You ask any woman that know me, when she kicking it with me or when my homegirls hanging out with me, they'll tell you they had the time of their lives. Because I treat them all like queens and we have a ball. And shouts out to the women, because I'm getting more reposts from women than I am men, even though the men are showing me love. They know what it's about. And for some of y'all with that, you would think that I'm out here just really disrespecting women, saying B's ain't SH. These hoes ain't loyal. Like the music you're jamming and rocking out to. Now, another sister said to me, well, I mean, it's cool, but I just disagree with the part about you're saying no man of decency would want to be with a celibate woman. Again, we're exempting the guys that are all the way by the book Christians. Though, in my opinion, those are men of decency. They'll get with you. Outside of them, if you're talking to a guy who works a good job, and this is what I find as a man of decency, and if you argue with this, it's just because you want to argue about something. A man of decency is a man who keeps some type of financial flow coming. If he has children, he's taking care of them. If he's dealing with you, he's being the provider and the protector he can be while doing chivalry type things, okay, courting a woman. In my opinion, that should happen. I'm saying a man is not going to give his effort and resources on just you if he's not being pacified in one of the ways he feels. And for most men, 80 to 85% of them, they feel they need some form of physical activity. So I still stand by that as well. And I feel like this is why a lot of men, this is why we don't come out and say what we feel. Is because, like, if you talk to a lot of women, like, oh, girl, you're so fine. Why are you single? Because I'm tired of meeting men as liars. This is why they lie. This is why men lie. Is because the moment they come out and say what it really is, not only do you not come back at them with fact or things that can correctly counter him, you just simply want to exile them. Because to you, it don't, not that it even don't sound true to you, you just don't want to hear it. So men lie so they can get what they want. So that way they ain't got to deal with that nasty, poor-spirited attitude from you. And again, let's be clear. The women that are debating me, the celibate women, they're single. They have no man. Okay? And for the women who have boyfriends right now, I can assure you 80 to 85% of them are having sexual relations with their boyfriend. And for me, people, this show is about truth. All right? Go up the block with that mess if you want to go look at some meme from Google that gives you false hope and inspiration. The sun is shining. God looked down on me today. Like button. I mean, it's cool, but what I'm doing is to bring and put and expose the truth. Also, this show is to bring together opposite genders. If you look at today, you find 8 women today. You may be hard pressed, and between that age range I gave y'all earlier, you probably will find one of those 8 married. Back in the day, 30, 25 years ago, our moms, out of 8 women, you'd be lucky to find 2 that aren't. They knew what it was to get a man. Today, women don't know. Vice versa. Let's throw it on the men. They knew what it was to get a woman. It's just the difference is men don't care about being single. We'll be single all the way. All we got to do is make money. And we'll be fine and we'll be happy socially. We won't be at home just being negative. Another question, for all you play aunties and godmamas, from your friend who got a little baby, who 2 or 3 or however old, was your friend celibate? Were they married before they had that child? Okay, because y'all are the ones that's arguing. I'm asking, I don't know. I mean, respond to it under the video. Respond to it. Are your friends married? Hell, have they ever been married? And another question, and another question, and I'm not trying to be facetious. For people who got these kids that's 5, 6 years old and younger, motherhood is a beautiful thing. Childhood is an even better thing. But for y'all who are now claiming celibate, my question to you is, why? Because clearly just 50, 60 months ago, you didn't believe in it. So was it something you did, a decision you made that made you want to be like, okay, maybe I need to chill? Was it that you probably dealt with the wrong dude? And in dealing with the wrong dude, he did you so bad on multiple occasions that you now want to run and hide behind God and use that? Or did one morning God just touch you on a random Tuesday morning at 7:30 a.m. and said, hey, be celibate? I want to know. And in conclusion, now watch somebody try to respond to my video by just being all out negative. Saying points that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. All right. And if you're doing that, I have no words for you. In fact, I'm going to just point at you. I'm going to do the little arrow emoji with the pointing finger up like, here's one. Here's one. Also, I'm very grateful for everybody. Please go subscribe to the Prime Daniels YouTube /Prime Daniels. Please continue to follow what we do. And if y'all got a problem with what we're doing, unfollow it. Remove us from your friend list, and that'll be that. This isn't about negativity. This is supposed to be positive reinforcement. All right? That's what this whole show is about. It's nothing wrong with us having a social forum, agreeing and disagreeing. It's fundamental. In conclusion, this has been your time handled with Prime Daniels. Thank you all for watching. We will resume next week. And just keep in mind, this show is for people who want the truth. Okay, we're not here to sugarcoat or butter nothing up. And I would just much rather you women who are trying to discredit me say we don't like hearing the truth versus saying what I'm saying ain't real. Y'all be blessed. Keep God first. And we'll see you all next time. OTE.